change these rollers out. We'll check the spring. It's run a little rough. Change out these rollers here. Got Jeff with us. Got the customers over here, Benson and his grandfather. Let's get started. All right, Jeff, let's go ahead. Yeah, already. One down. This is one Springer. Yeah, I figured you would be. Just hang on a second. Change mine out and then I'll come over and get you. Your flag's still in over there? No? Go ahead and put it in. Just because you're not over there. We'll do these two up top. Jeff, if you would like, you can put the pair of vice grips on the bar, on the wood there somewhere, holding the cables, and then just put a couple cranks in that shaft, or the spring. Yep. Just be ready for it, it'll start heading to the door. Yeah, that. Yeah, I know. Just, that's why I said be ready, always be ready. And then what I do, Jeff, just put, you went back one, so put 3 in it, 3/4 turns.
They're tightening the spring. The spring's got lots of tension on them.
Are very, 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 very much.
Got to be very careful.
It'll hurt you.
That's why they have that holding the bar so tight. So if it hits your face, it will do serious damage.
All you have to do now, Jeff, once you tighten those up, grab your other bar, and just lift it up and put it on. And not, you barely have to lift it.
You guys came to our house and replaced our spring.
Okay. Were you, was,
The little one, Harrison, the third brother, was there that day. His
yeah,
friend,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
His
now
dad
it's
was
all
over
coming
He
together.
was the one that clapped his hands. So
Yeah, he
excited.
was all
He was
excited,
so
yeah.
excited.
That got figured, that made my day.
Yeah, he was
That made
great.
my day, yes. That was
I wasn't
great.
there. I think I was at school.
Yeah, you were.
Go ahead and pull that out there, and that way I can lift the door.
So, open.
So now we'll see how it's not wanting to race to the floor now.
Okay.
Your door should stay in 3 different points when it's balanced right. Should stay a foot high off the door, bowed in the middle,
Okay.
and then all the way up top. It should stay right there.
Okay, well,
That's
that's
a
a good sign.
perfectly balanced door.
Perfect.
Jeff did a wonderful.
Thank you, Jeff. And you did it safely, which was very important.
Yes. Go ahead
They're taking off and now they're changing the rollers.
and, I'm gonna have you kind of pull the door out a little bit once it go back. Right there. Okay. Yep. Let's go down like that. I can do 2 now. And that one.
I'm gonna watch this.
Do a video. Do a video. Yeah, he did. Are you? You have to shoot just a little bit for your brother. They're gonna be done here before we go.
There we go. Go ahead and let her sit on the floor. And then, oops. Fell out of my pocket. Should have brought some rag. A little bit of that grease on here.
You right?
If you don't mind, I'll take one of these paper towels.
I'll take all those you want. That's what it's there for.
plenty.
That's what it's there for. My garage is fence.
Okay, Jeff. So, let me put these lags back in here. And then we'll do the rest up over top. Oh, real quick. This is the Wayne Dalton. Oh, nice catch. You turn this, that's how that comes out. Yeah. No, it's just you slide it in the groove, and see there's 3 different UFO shapes. Slide that in there, and then turn it just like that. Okay. Put your ladder, what we're gonna do is just lift it up, have it right in this zone here, not too close to the back hanging. That way we can turn the track and put our rollers up. Like right there.
I can't, it doesn't do it just for kids, I've gotta do it on my YouTube channel. Okay. So see what they're doing now, they're cutting the track to get the roller out.
Jeff, look.
Going up and stay down.
You need one, Jeff? Oh, you got it.
You can put it in down below or up top, it don't matter, whichever works for you.
Top was easy.
Okay. Good? Alright, I'm gonna bring the door up a little bit higher, back to where you were, we'll just repeat. When I do it, Jeff, I put my head, lift up, I just get my fingers in there. Thing walked on us. There we go.
Okay.
Good job, brother. Okay, so we added tension to the spring, put new rollers in. Yeah, get a bucket. I want to clean my hand.
Okay. You got two of them in there.
They're up in the ladder.
The rollers were pretty rough, were they?
They got a little play in it, you know. What you got now, those are just plastic on like a steel rod. Now you have ball bearings, and they're sealed.
Any type of maintenance needs to be done with them? Should they have some lubricant?
What I use is WD-40.
Yeah.
And you'll see online other companies will tell you not to use WD-40. WD-40 is nice with your painted wall. So what you can do, as we get older, we're not allowed to be on the ladders, you know? So you take that WD-40 can, flip that red nozzle out, and you can go, and then all the overspray will disappear.
Oh.
Where if you use garage door sprays, all that overspray is gonna be there.
So you spray the spray?
Spring.
Oh, I know.
You don't have to, well, we didn't change the spring.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll change, we need to work on this one too. Yeah. We'll spray it today. Another thing too, nobody ever really does, there's a bearing on each end where the shaft comes through. You wanna hit that area.
Okay, great.
People will tell me, yeah, I oiled my door, oiled it, and they said no change, and then I come over there, spray a little WD in there, and it's over. You know, and they're like,
What? So what, annually?
I tell, if you're using WD-40, since it's not oil, it's a water displacement or whatever, I tell everybody twice a year.
Okay, great.
You know, you can use motor oil, you can use whatever you want. But like your areas are in here, you can see these little divots, that's where you actually stick your nozzle.
Yeah.
You know, and then you can spray the shaft that the roller's on.
Okay.
Which, when I was doing it, I was touching it with the grease that's already on my hand, just so it kind of moved it up.
Yeah, gotcha. Sounds good. In the spring then, it looks like we're okay, in the spring, just need to tighten a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you cannot, I can't say, hey, your spring's gonna break tomorrow. I can't tell you that. I don't know how many times it's been open, but they're normally rated for 8,000 to 10,000 cycles.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's probably getting close, but, you know, if you got 2 more years, then why change it if it's, you know.
What would just ballpark price to replace the door?
To replace the door, 16 by 7, I sell the Invicta. Installed, you're at 2,600. And that has a 9.7 R value. That's the insulation. Yeah, we'll probably have to get some self-tappers and put them right side, yep, yep. That's what I would recommend.
So it didn't draw it in, it drew it in, but that other one's not dragging.
They're not, it's got play.
Oh, it's I see.
And then, like on my door, the skin, inner and outer is 27. The gauge is 27. Your standard's about 20.
Okay.
If you go a pan door, it's like 18. That's a non-insulated, so.
Okay.
So what he did there is just found a fresh piece of meat to get into. The hole was kind of bored out from all times open and closed.
And this has got the belt, that's going to change.
Yeah, and I'm going to, since we made an adjustment to your operator, we will reset your openers.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead, you done, Jeff?
Yeah.
I'm gonna open it up.
That doesn't affect my remotes or anything, right?
No, not what I'm gonna do.
Reset the up and down
Oh, okay.
and force.
Yeah, we're just gonna do the limits and then the force like this. The only reason I wanna reset it,
Not wider.
he did add a couple turns, there were quarter turns,
Mm-hmm.
and this will recognize that.
Okay.
Yeah, this unit's new. With it beeping, it's doing the force test on its own.
Okay.
So that tells me it's a newer unit. I mean, like, well, I can tell right here, it's last year, 2024. 11/5/2024.
Inspector said it was a new one. but-
Yeah.
So by the spring being loose, it just wouldn't open, making it easier for the garage opener to operate.
Right, now it's gonna run a lot smoother, it's gonna, a lot less wear on this.
Mhm.
And the other thing, do you have it linked to your smartphone?
I do.
Okay, I was gonna let you know, it is a smartphone,
Yeah, I had
it's nice.
a son that's very good at adapting, so he showed me how to do it.
Yeah, and what he's doing there, he's just putting some grease on the rail.
Okay,
That's the only place we put the grease,
okay, on the rail.
on the rail.
The belts, rather than chain, it's a quieter operator, is that, what's the advantage of the belt?
That's the advantage. And from technician to technician, it's not a bad unit by any means. I'm not a fan of the belt,
Okay.
okay?
Seems like the wear factor on a chain would be longevity.
Well, it's like your bicycle
Yeah.
and your sprocket. You see how far that goes inside that chain and grabs it? I like that.
Yeah.
Where here you're working with a nub,
Mhm.
little rubber nub. And you know what? They work great. You know,
Life
I can't,
expectancy?
well, you have a lifetime guarantee on the belt.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, the only thing, the reason I don't like a belt is I had went to a job and I inspected the belt while it was on there, never took it off. It looked great. Well, they kept losing limits. I had to go back, I went back 3 times. Well, what it was the nubs had separated from the actual steel belts that were in there. So every time I looked at it, it was so tight, you couldn't even see, because it's rubber,
Yep,
they were put together, you couldn't see the rip.
yep,
You couldn't see where they were separated,
yep.
until I ran it and actually seen it bundle up, yeah. So that's why I'm not a belt guy.
Okay.
I go with
Makes
chain,
sense.
sprocket, chain, that's,
Yep.
but yes, your belt is so much more quieter than the other. Jeff, can I open?
Yep.
Way quieter.
Yep,
Really quieter.
yep, sounds like my phone's still communicating, it just let me know the garage door went up.
Yep. People will ask me, how do I know when to oil my door? Well, it's very simple. It'll tell you. It'll say, oil me. Yeah, you'll hear it. You'll hear it. It's just, I had a lady ask me that, and that's what I told her. I said, it'll say oil me. She
Yeah.
Yeah, it's running smooth.
Much better.
You know, you did right by having us out. We add that little bit of tension. That's just gonna save so much. There's a nylon gear up in the opener. That's your shear point, like if the door was to freeze to the floor. Another thing, wintertime here in northeast Indiana, thin layer of Vaseline across the bottom seal for the winter. Keeps it from freezing because you're pulling it in and out.
Yep.
That overnight where you pull it in and out will freeze.
Oh, huh.
Where a thin layer of Vaseline will keep it from freezing, but this mark will be a slick spot, just so you know.
It's got, I guess, a little bit of a seal. Most of it was, I didn't see light to it too much.
Yeah, I did when we started over here, but I think it's when, since I made that adjustment, it's going down a little bit farther now. And the heat will help pull that down too. Winter time, you don't want to be changing your bottom seals because they don't seal up.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, that's all we got right there, that little.
Yeah, not bad at all. Excellent. What have we done?
All right, let me get her figured up here.
Okay.
Give me a minute. All right, forgot I was video. Hello.
Edit that a little
What the
bit.
heck are you guys doing? We're changing rollers. Thanks for watching. Could hit like and subscribe. Thanks guys. Papa Tony out. Thanks for watching. Want to say bye?
Bye.
Bye, Griffin.